สวัสดีผมพบกับผมแม็กอารยัน1945ผมวันนี้กลับมากันตอนในเกม Genshin Impact ในพาร์ทที่28นะผมซึ่งครั้งพาร์ทที่แล้วนะผมแล้วก็เจอรูมีนะผมซึ่งกับกลายเป็นว่ารูมีนี่เป็นหัวหน้าของ Office Order ผมซึ่งครั้งนี้เราจะไปที่อินาซึมะกันนะผมไปไม่ได้ฟันเล่นโอเคแหลกๆหน่อยอัปเดตใหม่ก็งี้แหละเล่นแหลกๆโอ้ตัดมาพอดีเป๊ะคัดซีนมาพอดี
Are you okay? I never imagined your sister would have sided with the abyss.
น้องสาวกับอบิสมาเป็นหัวหน้าเลยล่ะก็ดีคือมาบ้างละนิดนึง
Keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going, right?
ต้องมาแล้วก่อนที่เห็นแน่
ๆ She said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets she still has lots more to tell us. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going.
จุดสูงสุดอะไรกันเนี่ยต้องไปสู้ตัวเองของกันนะไพมอน
Don't mention it, partner. Travel buddies are supposed to look out for one another.
สึกกันละกัน
Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with the journey.
หาที่ตัวนั้นไม่เจอเลย
Oh, you mean the god that took your sister away in the first place?
ที่น้องสาวแยกจากกันเป็นพาร์ทแรกอะ
After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her. Ooh, Paimon supports that idea. Just the thought of it's so satisfying. Well, we've ruled out two gods so far, the Animal and Geo Archons.
ทั้งลมทั้งหิน
Next,
อินาซุมะ
Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhangli said it was a
อิ
closed
นาซุมะไม่ใช่ปิด ไม่สามารถ
mission.
เข้าไป
We'll
ที่
have to
ดู
find
ดี
some
ทั่ว
other
ไป
way
ได้
in. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance?
ต้องถามใครคนนี้อยากจะสนุกดีไหมมันอยู่มีคนหนึ่ง
Oh, Paimon thought of someone already. Atsuko in the
Atsuko.
harbor. She's
จากพา
from
ร์ทที่เท่าไหร่วะ
Inazuma.
ช่างเถอะ
Let's see what
ไป
she
ดู
has
กันเองแล้ว
to
ผม
say.
เป่าอะไรกันดีกว่าโอเคสารเริ่มแห่งฤดูใบไม้ร่วง
Meanwhile
เมื่อกี้คลิปเป็นปัญหาหน่อยครับผมเลยก็ตัดมาเนี่ยครับโอเคครับอัสโกะกันด้วยผมในอัสโกะ
Oh, hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right?
โชคดีใช่ไหม
I'm still learning to talk like a local.
ขอท้องถิ่น
Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
จะไปอินาซึมะได้ไง
Oh, so that's why you're here.
โอ้
Well,
วันนี้เอง
there is a way,
Great! We came to the right person.
ผ่านมา
but
คน
the
แล้ว
chance of success is incredibly small.
ข้างน้อย
Incredibly small. Then how did you get out of
Nói.
Inazuma in the first
เอา
place?
จากอินาซึมะได้ยังไงล่ะ
It was in leaving Inazuma
ใช่ที่นี่แห
that
ละ
I found out just how
Ano ba,
dangerous
man,
this
tama ka na,
method
si.
truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden
Oh,
raft that I
bakit
put
ba ito?
together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers
karma.
were close on my tail.
แล้วมีทหารไล่ตาม
After
มา
I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days.
เนี่ย
My
มาแล้ว
rations and fresh water supplies soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was
Parang
sure
namot
I'd
lang
reached
now.
the end.
โอ้มันจบเพลแล้ว
I blacked
แล้วก็มา
out.
สติ
But to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning found me.
มีคนช่วยไหมล่ะ
That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact
Oh,
that
you
I'm
think you
even
did.
alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
คือคอยดู
What
ฉั
a
นนะ
horrible journey.
มันอันตราย
And
ไปแล้ว
you set off knowing how dangerous it
ก็จะ
was?
สักขนาดจะมาจากอินาซึมะอีกเหรอ
Well,
อันตราย
because everything is just too restrictive over there.
เปิดไอถึงไป
The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects
ให้
everyone
ข้อได้
leaving
คันจู
or
คอมมิชชั่น
entering the
หลายขั้น
nation
ตอน
to a
ซึ่งใคร
protracted
จะเป็น
approval
การเทนที่
process,
สุด
and
เลย
I felt like I didn't belong there.
Kanjo Commission?
คันจูคอมมิชชั่น
What's
คืออะไรล่ะ
that?
ให้คันจู
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission.
Tri-Commission
I suppose they're equivalent to the
ตัว
8
อย่าง
trades under the Liyue
คล้ายๆแปลสา
Chising.
ขาของชีซิงข
One
อง
of
เล
the
เย่
obligations of the Kanjo Commission
นั่นเองของ
is to
Kanjo
conduct
Commission
rigorous identity
ก็
checks
คือ
on all
เป็น
individuals
กรม
leaving
กรมศุล
or
กากรนั่น
entering
แหละ
Inazuma.
กรมศุลกากร
All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival.
แต่วันที่ดีโท
Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is
Commission
responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision
คือ
Hunt
ล่า
Decree.
วิชั่น
They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule.
ประธานา
Loyal,
โชกุน
yet unfeeling.
เราดิ้นผู้สื่อสัตย์แต่ไร้ความ
It
ปราณี
doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this.
ไม่
But
ดี
after
ไม่
spending
ดี
so
ไม่ดีเท่าไหร่
long under that oppressive atmosphere,
ไม่ได้การอะไรแบบนี้
I begin to lose all hope for the future.
อันนี้ที่เหนียวมาก
What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there.
ก็ไม่เห็นว่าต้องไปสิ
You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain.
ก็ต้องไป
Supposing you survive that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku Decree, the closed nation policy of
ที
Inazuma.
นี้มาไม่เป็น
And
ไรเรา
even if
ตึ้ง
you
มันนะ
did
เป็นไร
manage to
มันเป็นของ
find a
ดี
way, you'd still have to produce the necessary
Yeah,
documentation at the
calling
Rito
Bin
Center
King.
for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
มันต้องมาทุก
Seems
กรรม
like
ที
they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
แต่ว่ามีที่รับผู้ชาติต่างชาติไม่ใช่เหรอ
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed.
ไม่สามารถขอสัญ
But
การ
if
รับรอง
you
แล้ว
really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
มีความเป็นไปได้อยู่
The raft idea
แพจะเป็นการอันตรายกันไปด้วย
sounds a little on the dangerous side.
เดี๋ยวฉัน
Plus,
ขับมา
Paimon
เรือ
would definitely get seasick.
เดี๋ยว
That's
บินได้
not
ไม่
what
ใช่
I
เหรอ
meant. You could
Kaya
ask
bimin
someone
dahi.
from the Crux Fleet if
Crux
they
Fleet.
have some way of getting you to Inazuma. They're
May
well
tao
known in Liyue.
ของเรือครัก
Voyaging far and wide has made
Có
them a
được cái nào mới được
well-traveled
bay.
group with a wide range of
Có được cái
experiences.
อันนี้
They
มี
may
ที่ฝาก
just
ไปยุ่ง
know
อะไรก็ได้
how to break through the storm.
But it's an armed fleet, right?
Con
Why
đưa
would
tiền
they
bút.
agree to a request like this?
จำชื่ออะไร
That
ง่ายๆเหรอ
part is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beidou,
ไอ้เก๊กของเบ
then the
โด
hardest part will be out of the way.
ก็ได้แล้วโอเคมาลองดู
The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux
คอ
Fleet.
คือเราเรือของฟ
I
รีส
heard that it's currently
They call
anchored
it
by
Crux.
Guyunstone Forest on a supply run.
ก็สมัยก่อน
This
เป็น
might
ยูสตัน
be
ฟอร์เท
your
ส
best chance.
ถ้ามีโอกาสดีของ
Then
เธอนะ
there's no time to lose. Let's
Em
go
mới lo
find
cha đi.
Captain Beidou.
ไปหากัปตันเบโดดีกว่าเนี่ยบีโดสีดาวท่าไฟฟ้าอังคอร์แอลคอร์การยูสตันฟอเรสโอ้โหโอเคไม่ใช่มาปุ๊บใช้ไคย่าไป งั้นตัดเนี่ยผม วิธีการไป ใช้ไข่ย่ามาเลยกระชีชี
Guys,
ถ้าไม่ชีชีก็ได้ครับผมถ้าเป็นไข่ย่าก็ดีเลย เนี่ยทำสะพานน้ำแข็ง
freeze.
ค่อยเป็นที่หลัง
Cool it.
ไปว่ายไปเถอะจูมเฮ้ยเดี๋ยวใจเย็นอ้าว วิเชือกมา โอเคไปหาเบโดนี่วันนี้คาซุฮะกับเบโด
Who have we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Fatui and Osail, right?
ปฏิวัติไซโอฉันรู้จักขนาดนั้นเลย
Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill has saved Liyue, she said.
ชื่อรีวิวไว้ใช่แล้วพาร์ทที่นี่
She's a hard one to please,
Stop doing
so
it.
praise from her is high praise
ซื้อ
indeed.
ง่าย
I remember thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you in person. Judging by
Hindi
the
ko may
clothes on your back and this floating thing, I
Just
guess
like
that
it.
time has come.
ๆไม่นำเทแน่
The name's not floating thing. It's
Like-
Paimon.
ท่านที่ไขมอน
What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of,
เอ็นเบนดิน
yes,
ลายของ
the stars.
ดวงดาวด้วย
The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
เขา
Pay
จะ
it no
แปลก
heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet.
พี่ชอบจะตายมัน
And
มา
that
เดิม
gives our encounter meaning.
ไม่เขาแน่นอน ก็ไปของคุณอ่ะ
I prefer other means of entertainment. This
Hindi ko
young man is
bilas.
Kaidahara Kazuha,
Ano,
a
Kaidahara
temporary
Kazuha?
addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with.
Kaya
Occasionally, he
maya,
opens his
kuya.
mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine
Ah,
shape
kuya ma.
and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of
อะไรเชื่อ
poetry?
ความไปได้เลยล่ะในสิ่งของโรแมนติก
No, I can't argue with that. Okay, then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood
กำลัง
takes
เลย
me, of
ฟอลเลยครอ
course.
ส
Poetry for poetry's
Alam mo, kapay na.
sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey,
ความห
you
มาย
don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily.
เอาการเลย
Especially
นะ
seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
ยิ่ง
Oh,
ใหญ่
wait
มา
a
ก
minute. What's the clash? Also,
Gong.
just to clarify, by great
Parang kung
hero,
Gong the Crux.
do you mean
เฮ้ยหนึ่งฮีโร่เพื่อนนี่
I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never
no,
even heard of
sama
it? The Crux
Very good.
Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch
Oh,
of
yeah,
folks
papaya
taking
bom.
part to showcase their talents. There are two important rules. One, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it. So,
Masih kau belum
you've got
kasih
nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you.
ยิง
Two,
เราแท้ละ
you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided.
ไม่มีวิชั่นนะ
You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue.
เกี่ยวเรื่อง
And
ซ่อน
with
เล
Liyue's
ย
savior taking part in the tournament,
Sir,
now
sama
that's going
mai.
to turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy
Yeah, lot.
turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you
Kapalong
dismiss
din
the idea completely, you might be
Yun yung
interested to
pinasisi.
hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after.
ฮะสุดพิ
Get
เศษเอาไว้ด้วย
this. It's a masterless vision.
วิชั่นที่หลัง
Supplied
ของ
by
ของ
myself, as a matter of fact.
อันจริงเขาเตรีย
If
ม
the
ไว้
tournament champion can reawaken that vision,
อันไหนกัน
it belongs to
แล้ว
them.
ก็
Is there really
Ini keturunan
such thing
apa?
as a masterless vision?
ทำไมถึงไม่มีคู่ครอบครองล่ะ
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away.
ตัวที่จะสักสุด
But the shell that housed that light
แต่แน่นอน
remains.
จะอยู่
As for
Yeah,
whether
you'll
this
find
shell
you.
has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Yep. And the way I see it,
Todd.
a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
ลองตัวนั้นไม่สนใจหรอก
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some
จะไปอิซึมะ
tournament.
ไปได้ยังไงล่ะ
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma?
แบบ
No
นั้นเป็นอันแร
sweat.
ก
In that case,
Huh?
if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless vision or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor. Up to
เอา
you.
ขอไปเฮียซอดไหน
I
กันอยู่
just
เนี่ย
want him to take part in your tournament.
เด็กน้องให้
What's
เป็น
wrong
เด็ก
with
พาร์ท
that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a
Guy,
competitor
yeah,
like
we
you
have
fall
season.
through the net.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do
Apa,
this
masuk
tournament
kah?
if we want to
Hey,
get to
apa ini
Inazuma,
semua?
huh?
จะลองปัดจะเข้าไปลองไหมกรอบไผ่ดิ
Great.
Manca.
Then let's get you signed
ไม่สมัค
up.
รเลย
Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest.
ก็ยัง
Kazuha and I will be over soon.
โอเคเดี๋ยวไปที่นั่น
Seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
โอเค
Go on, get yourself to Guyun and sign up already. I've already
Okay.
fixed up the arena. You can't miss it.
Martial arts tournaments always remind me of the duels they have back in Inazuma. But when the combatants are obliged to exercise restraint, it is unlikely they will ever display their true potential.
โอเคต้องเยสมาต้องยั้งมือ นั้นไปครับผม ตัด
Beto said that they had to be renowned fighters. Who will we be up against?
โอเค นี่ความสามารถของผู้เข้าแข่งขัน โอเค เราไว้จุด6
Hello, are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then it'll allow just anyone to take part. The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them. Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's wondering, are you a renowned fighter?
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
พลังอิสระ
Also, that doesn't sound like the most official tournament out there.
What? You? Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. There were plenty of competitors when I took part. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us.
มากเลย
I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2 to 1, but I still got the upper hand. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course, but the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them and hand them over to the Millilith. I received quite the commendation.
But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work.
โอ้10 คนก็ยังได้
Alright, we're gonna keep looking around.
โอเค
I'll
พัฒ
see
ที
you
ม
in
ดี
the
กว่า
arena, but I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
ขนมสาวแบบฝนตก เอาลิซ่ามา
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too? If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
So you're also here for the tournament?
You better
Awesome.
believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as champion. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life.
เป็นนักผลิตภัยเหรอ
No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect person. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far without any setbacks. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures,
ทำกันได้มามหาศาล
and seem to get
ทำกัน
on
ได้
with
มหา
just
ศาล
about everyone socially. In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, I'd never let the praise get to my head. I know I haven't reached perfection yet.
ขาดไปยัง
Because there's one thing I'm still missing.
ขาดไปเรื่อง
A
หนึ่ง
vision.
ก็คือ
You
วิชั่น
have so much self-confidence.
คนไม่ค่อยจะเป็น
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch
แล้ว
for
ก็
me.
จากในของ
So they very
Crux.
kindly made special arrangements on my behalf. I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for
กำ
moral
ลังใจ
support.
เพียบเลย
It's such a blessing, really, to have so many good friends in my neighborhood. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. As a hired... you don't mince your words, do you? The arena will be the judge. Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
โอเคมาลองกันที่เวทีนะเกียบปะอีกคนหนึ่งเดี๋ยวเก็บมาด้วยชายหยีเดี๋ยว
Hi there. Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
กล่อง
That's
เลยครับ
right.
ใช่ไหม
Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into
งั้น
practice.
จะได้
It's also a chance for us to obtain the masterless vision.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Famous? He's the founder of the Ling Shan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are both proud disciples of his.
สนักลิงเชอร์
You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself anyway.
ปกติ
He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless other clans have borrowed extensively from him. To the Ling Shan clan, he teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Forced dispersal?
It's
a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a sweat.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability.
ยากมากเลย
We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics.
มันยังชำนา
There's
ญ
no
เลย
way we could use it proficiently yet.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now.
แล้วเลยไม่รู้
If
ไม่
we
ถึง
don't start making
ไหน
progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and still have nothing to show for all our training.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course.
ค่าเทอม
This
ไม่
is
หรอ
a grand master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show you're sincere about it.
But here we
Have fun,
are,
Jay.
having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is getting increasingly impatient with us. Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
จะได้รู้หรือไม่มีปัญหาดูคุณใน
Well,
ฐานะ
we have to try something new.
ไม่เป็นไร
Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
ก็คือชิงคิวนี่แหละ
Exactly. It can't hurt to
ทาน
try.
น้
And if it turns out it does work, the Ling Shan clan will go down in history. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
ำ
See you in the arena.
โอเคมาตัดสินในประลอง
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible
No,
guys
ego.
paying way too much for their kung fu
คนถูกหลอก
classes, and another guy who's just really average.
คนธรรมดา
Seems like you got a pretty good chance of winning this thing. Come on, let's go sign up.
ไปสมัคร
Chink's a village arm wrestling champion, huh?
หน่อยสิ
All right, you're signed up.
สมัครคุณได้ไปแล้ว
Next, please. What's your name?
อ๋อเอาชื่อคุณด้วยฉันชื่อแม็กอะไรยัน194
Wait, aren't you? Did I hear that right?
Is it
อ๋อถูก
really
ใช่ไหม
them?
แล้วคนนั้นจริงด้วย
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they
What
trying to
animation
enter
love?
the clash?
ในการประลองได้
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god?
เยี่ยมศูนย์
Oh, it's really him!
อ๋อ
The one
คุณ
that
นั่นเอง
spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
คุยสิ
Oh,
สักกัน
I wonder if I can get his autograph later.
โอ้
I
ได้
trust
สิ
you are aware that only those without visions can enter the tournament.
เป็นมีวิชั่น
Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of
สู้กันหลาย
extraordinary.
อย่าง
You walk into the most dangerous situations
ฝ่าตรง
imaginable,
ตีมาเยอะ
face off against all
ไม่ว่า
sorts
เทพ
of
อสูร
monsters, even the
ปัทวี
Fatui, and always come out on top.
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, could I ask you to provide a few claims to fame? It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
จัดการของชาย
Yeah, and also a dragon too. Put down battle with storm terror.
เสียเธอ
Oh,
ไพมอน
Might as well declare him the champion already.
ไม่ต้องเป็นคน
I
แน่นอนเล
wonder
ย
if it's too late to withdraw.
okay. That's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen. By a long shot. Right. Your registration is complete. Now, a brief word about the prize.
แนะนำ
A
มา
great
วันนี้คุ
hero
ณ
such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament and claim the grand prize, namely, a vision.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take
จะ
us
ไป
to
โดนพาเรา
Inazuma
ไป
if we win the
อินา
tournament.
ซุมะ
There's another prize, too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
อินา
I
ซุมะ
see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance then.
ที่มันสนใจไม่ใช่ขนาด
Well,
นี้
I'm sure a great hero has an important reason for being here. Anyway,
No,
the
they-
qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this tournament.
คนมี
Even
ฉากไป
though
ได้
you don't have a vision, most people in Tibet think that you can't manipulate the elements without one. So Paimon
Mira.
thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know,
Okay, fine,
just to avoid any misunderstandings.
เฮ้ยแค่การชีวิตโอเค
In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without using any elements, right?
เข้าใจแล้ว
Alright, it's showtime! You got this!
โอเค
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete?
โอเคเปิดกันตอนนี้ได้ไหม
Good.
พร้อม
Then please follow me into the arena.
ทำการประลองเลยเอาสักหน่อยสักฟุตดิเอาสักเอาหนักเอาบึ้ม
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. His first bout begins now.
โอ้
You? You're the hero they're talking about?
What a strange guy.
ฮีโร่
Why was he so confident to begin with?
เขามันจะจากไหนตบสักทีสอง
now
ที
that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
เอาให้เป็นธาตุลมเหรอเฮ้ยเดี๋ยวจากหินเป็นลมโอ้โหเฮ็ดเคเนี่ยไปดู
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? He totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious harm.
Well, I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show he put on just now, he's more than convinced me of his ability. So, come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champion?
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise. You fought well.
All right, then.
Okay.
I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liua's hero was entering the tournament. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you.
ไม่รู้กันขนาดนี้
Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right?
ดูเดี๋ยวมาคนนี้
I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the semifinals.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her otherwise. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
บางคนสามารถทีสองสามทีมันก็ไปแล้ว
I was thinking that too.
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about.
ตัวเป็นที่มาเป็นไง
We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. I have not seen her so excited in quite some time. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard.
อย่าประมาท
Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
All right, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
โอเคมาไว้กับชูฮัน
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament.
มันมามืด
I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure you are fully prepared before you begin.
เป็นตัวเต็มที่
Relax, my guy's at the top of his game. He ain't gonna lose.
Okay, follow me.
โอเคมาที่ลายประลองเลย
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize.
รางวัลนี่
You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
สักที
Good.
โอเคนี่คือนี่มีที่โอ้มีแพ้ที่
Sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
ตัวนี้ไม่ใช่
For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried. If you had a
แบบ
vision,
มากเลย
you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
เดี๋ยวฉันก็เก่ง
I
สุดไปเลย
wanted a vision once when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one.
มีโอกาส
Mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't
เอาให้
envy
มา
it.
ไม่เคยช้าเลย
You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless vision?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest.
ใครเก่งกว่า
Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
ดีใจแรงจะแพ้
Now that's true strength talking.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next
เรา
time.
ลองกันอีกฉันมีแพทเทิร์นเหมือนกัน
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
เดี๋ยวคุณหรือเปล่า
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick.
เขาไฟ
So
มาก
don't get too cocky.
เดี๋ยวชนะชัยฉละโอเคผมแบตใกล้หมดแล้วต้องไปชาร์จต่อแล้วผมขอ
There he
ปั๊บ
goes. Maybe we should ask
เดี๋ยว
around.
ยัง
See what we can find out about our
ทำไมคุณมี
opponent
จด
in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our game a little.
โอเคผมขอตัดเลยครับแบตหมด
Approximately 10 hours later.
โอเคเรามาถามกันคู่ต่อสู้ดีกว่าป่ะลุงยุน
It's you! I watched your match. What a stunning performance.
เยี่ยมเลยที่
I
ส่งมา
myself
ที่
was
กระตายแล้ว
eliminated in the third round. Shame. If only I could have advanced one more round.
Maybe next time, huh? By the way, do you happen to know who else advanced to the final round?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent, quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps.
ว่องไว
I faltered for but a brief moment, but before I knew it, he had me on the floor.
แป๊บเดีย
Given
ว
my
ไม่ได้
stature, I have no fear of squaring
Then
off
he
with
put-
physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent such as him, I found
Wrong
myself completely out of my league.
เป็น
Still,
ยา
I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
โอเคถ้าถามคนรู้สึกกังฟูเป็นไงบ้าง
Hey there! Well, where did the other guy go?
อีกคนนึงไปไหน
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose.
ห้องกันหมัด
There was blood all over
เป็
the
นเขาที่
place.
จะหมุด
His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply.
โซเซพูดไม่ออก
Why don't you dodge, they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it yet.
ฝึกไม่คล่อง
Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit.
กำลังฉันก็
I don't
เดี๋ยว
dare
หายไปแล้
tell
ว
my master about this. Otherwise, I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment. So I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Oh, all right then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery. Hang in
สึ
there.
กพี่นนน็อก
Thanks. I'll do my best.
โอเค
We still haven't got any useful information yet.
เบโดกับสมฮะ
Maybe
เบ
we...
โดอะไรเบโด
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, and it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most... In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than Captain Beidou did.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience.
ประส
I
บการ
guess
ณ์
not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
ใช่แล้ว
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinals?
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair
ค
share
วาม
of
สุขกำลัง
battles.
โชคโชน
What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
ระวังให้อุ่นใจมากกว่า
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you.
เดี๋ยว
Let's go somewhere a little quieter, shall we?
ไปที่นี่
I
วันนี้ได้ไหม
haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma, I was a wandering samurai.
สำหรับพนิจร
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
ไม่อากาศเลยสมุไร
It
เลย
is true that I am versed both in literary and martial
บุญละบู
traditions. But on the
บุญละบู
straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill? I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must
เติมข้อมู
know
ล
your enemy.
ต้องรู้ศัตรูด้วย
Besides, our
รู้เขา
favorite
รู้
heroes
เรา
fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you. However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. These are the things I am curious to know about. Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order.
เรื่องสนุกนะจบการแข่งขันไปหาคาซุฮะไปเลยบรุนบรุนบรุนโอ้เบอร์รี่เดี๋ยวต้องทำเอาเกมมาเยอะๆหน่อยแล้วต้องฟันหนักๆต้องฟันหนักๆเอาหน่วง
Windblade!
เราทัดลมกันนี้ดิโอ้ไม่ได้ช่วยเลยเดี๋ยวเอาโนเอลมาดีกว่าแล้วคาซาก็วางมาได้นะสำคัญว่าอะไรคาซึฮะมีอะไรหรือ
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple. Is that
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match.
ไม่รู้
When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision, and not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell. It's weird.
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities?
ฉันแค่สัมผัสสตาร์ชื่อเซเว่นนะ
Extraordinary.
ยาก
So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learn to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
เขาเล่าเรื่องของไพมอนนะ
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told him whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, he just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant.
เก็บหาและวิชา
However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange.
เอาสิ
Now then, let's test your skills, shall we?
ปากซาของเธอแล้วกัน
Windblade!
นี่น้ำแข็งไม่ละลายนี่โอเคบึ้มโอเคไปค้าง
Disappear!
Boom!
โอเคมาคุยกับซัสฮัตต่อโอ้ยอีซี่
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you.
เอาก่อนก็ไม่ได้หรอก
Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents.
ตอนนี้สุดแปลก
In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attack should pose no threat to you.
ขอบคุณมากที่ระวังให้ดี
Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles. The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter that which is still unknown.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions. But
Vision.
don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between
เขา
visions
เขา
and
ชื่
the
อแล้วอ่าน
elements?
ธาตุและวิชั่นเล
I
ย
desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods,
วิชั่นของพระเจ้า
and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these
เขาวิชั่นกับ
visions.
มนุษย์
My apologies. You must be completely in the dark regarding such matters.
คุณจะนึก
For
เข้าใจ
allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any questions you may have regarding Inazuma.
ถ้าอยากรู้เรื่องไม่เข้าใจนะ
So that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more.
ฉันพูดชัด
As
เจน
you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway
เป็น
in
สมัคร
Inazuma.
ใช้คำสั่งทางวิชั่น
Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine.
เนี่ยที่ใคร
People that
ฟั
have
งคำสั่งอ
accepted
ธิบาย
this gift
อ่านสัก
are
ดี
now
กว่า
having their visions confiscated inexplicably. Sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself? Not to mention, with no new Electro visions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
ไม่มีทางไฟ
She
ฟ้า
sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
เทพลาย
As
กาศ
far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity.
ขอบเป็น
She
นิรัน
will
ดร์
relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
ชีวิตไม่ค่อยดี
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before?
ไม่แน่ใจเหมือนกัน
With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same.
ทุกคนไม่
If
เคย
you
เปลี่ยน
wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her.
เขาไม่รักเธอ
The time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the tournament!
เอาใครไปกับ
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together.
กันมากันเถอะ
Very well. Let's go. I wish to see who will obtain the vision.
ก็ได้ออปชั่นไปโอเคนั้นเราก็วาร์ปมาโอ้อีซี่โอเค
Why isn't he here yet?
ยังไม่มาอีกล่ะ
Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash. This is the final match. We've seen many exciting battles today, and now at long last, the two finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen him, his reputation knows no bounds. He strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of his name causes even the Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's traveling hero!
Wow!
I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm sure everyone witnessed his thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived. Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals. Apologies, everyone just sit tight.
หรือไม่กล้ามา
They've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
เราต้องเดินออกไป
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this.
แปล
Captain
กๆนะ
Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize.
นี่เรามากันดีกว่า
Come with us.
โอเคมาไม่ใช่มาเอ้ยมีอะไรแปลกๆกล่องที่มีวิชั่นทดสอบกล่องใส่วิชั่นดิ
Let me see.
ให้ดูหน่อย
It's gone all right.
โอ้วิชั่น
The
หายไปแล้ว
vision is missing.
หายไปแล้ว
Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing in broad daylight?
กลางวันก
We
ลาง
don't
คื
know
น
when it was taken exactly.
มือตอนไหนด้วย
I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beto.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze. The culprit has only acted recently. They will not have gotten far. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to get it back.
Well, if you insist. I'll leave the matter to you then. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
If you would, please come with me.
ช่วยไม่ได้นะ
But we're on an island. Where could it possibly run to?
จะไปทางที่ไหนล่ะ
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
ลมกำลังจะมา
A wind current?
กระแสลม
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
หาเบาะแสได้
Paimon, place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
แต่นี่เขาขโมยไปนะ
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly.
No escape! Windblade! Leaving so soon! Prepare yourself! Windblade! Leaving so soon! Can't run from death.
ต้องฮิวหน่อยละอีเธอร์เราใกล้ไปละทดสอบ
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
เสียงอะไรกัน
Hubris.
โอ้ห่าง
This
เดินไป
way.
แล้ว
Follow me.
ฉันมา
There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
โอเค
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected.
ไม่แปลกใจเลย
In which case, please stand back.
Motion to compel.
Freeze! Freeze! I got careless.
โอเคเดี๋ยวเก็บมิ้นท์ไป เฮ้ย เจอโจรแล้วเว้ย โจรล่าสมบัติ
You caught up with me? How is that possible?
งวยกว่าฉันอีกเนี่ย
I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
นั่น
No
น่าจะได้
boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind as I was pursuing you.
เรานั่งส
In
นานด้ว
other
ย
words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. namely speed, stealth,
เร็ว
and
ลึกลับ
style.
และสง่างาม
You.
ยู
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand.
สภาพในวิธีของ
It
วิธี
appears
ครับ
that the vision doesn't respond to human desire
เอา
indiscriminately.
วาสนาเอามุทิสนะ
Fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto.
ขโมย
I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me.
มรณาก็ยอมสะเทือน
Drat. This should have gone differently.
เดี๋ยวของไอเดียที่บทเรื่องแล้ว
Really?
ทำวิซ่าจะปล่อยนายไป
Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a useless shell to me.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
ต้องหักแขน
You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet.
เบโดก็
It seems that
เสีย
it
หน้า
would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot
ขโมย
iron.
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
โอเค มาอยากลองตีนก็จัดมา นี่น้ำแข็งบึ้มแตกเอาดิ เอาสักรอบไหมอีกรอบไหม
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please.
ทำต่อ
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him. Put down the vision and leave.
เอาฉันนี่ไปซะ
I've changed my mind.
จะไม่ต้องโทษนายแล้ว
No further punishment for you.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment?
อย่าโทษเลย
It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You
Oh,
truly
bye.
are generous.
โอ้ขอบคุณมาก
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others.
มีใส่แพงๆครับ
I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision.
ทำไมวิชาสว่าง
But unfortunately, nothing happened.
ต้องดูสิ่งนี้นะ
Yes. I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment.
เราลอง
I've tried many other methods in the past,
เรามาหลายวิธี
though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
มันจะลองดู
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle the vision.
ยั
No
งไม่ได้ผล
matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
ดูของเสือฮะจะทำให้สว่างขนาดได้เหรอ
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
จะมาที่พิเศษยังไง
A few inches later.
โอเคต้องขออภัยเนี่ยผมว่าไอ้นี่ผม เวลาเข้าคัดซีนปุ๊บคอมโทรศัพท์ค้างเลยครับผมโทรศัพท์มันค้างโอเคกลับมากันต่อครับผมกลับที่เวทีประลองชูฮัน
Huh? Did Beto leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
เบโดไปแล้วเหรอ
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang.
นิงกวางเรียกไป
It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beto was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue
แต่ว่าท่าน
Harbor.
เป็นนอนตัวสนุก
It's not unusual for those two to be at
ก็
odds
แปลก
with
ใจ
one another.
นิงกวางกับเบโด
But still,
ไม่
Captain
ถูกใจ
Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion.
เข้ากันไม่ได้
She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the
คื
final
อไม่รู้
round.
ฉันก็คือเนี่ย
He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his
คง
mind.
เป็นของรางวัล
In which
ต้อง
case,
ขโมย
the Crux
สู้ไม่
clash
ได้
comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And our hero here is the
โอเคแล้วก็ช
champion.
นะตาม
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
แปลกนะ
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor
สิ่ง
given
ที่คู่ควร
is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
นั่นไปอิสมาได้แล้ว
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beto is no longer present
ถึงแม้
here, I'll
เบ
be
โดจะ
sure
ไม่อ
she
ยู่
receives word of it.
แต่ฉันบอกเอง
She is
จะพูดข้างใน
a
ข้างนั้น
woman of her
โอเค
word.
สั้นๆยังไง easy
But
easy
the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the
ป
nation.
ระเทศอยู่ประเทศได้พัดลมอายุ
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
สภาพอากาศอะไร
Let
เนี่ย
us not forget that this is one of the 7 archons.
หนึ่งใน7ผู้ทรงอำนาจขอ
If
งโลก
Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone
Morax,
forest
huh?
by casting down his stone
มี
spears,
หอกหิน
then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest.
เนี่ยเรียกว่ารู้ได้ตลอดเวลาก็โชคดี
Suffice
เนี่ย
it
มา
to
เจ้า
say that
เอ
if
ง
you
ไม่แปล
wish
ก
to
แล้ว
journey to Inazuma, the Outcourt will need some time.
เอาคนต้องใช้เว
You
ลา
will
หน่อย
be notified once all the
เดี๋ยวของ
preparations
อะไรก็
have
ฉัน
been
จะ
made.
บอกให้โอเค
In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own.
เนี่ยไปเดินทางดี
I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue
มีโอกาสปูฉัน
in
ได้
the
บ้าง
hope
ไหม
of finding a way to reawaken the vision.
Paimon believes you'll find a way for
โอเค
sure.
ต้องได้แน่นอนวิชั่นนี้
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful.
โอเค
One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.
เดี๋ยวที่ให้สุดของเธอเป็นไปได้โอเคจบแล้วครับผมก็ไปมากกับผมสนุกไหมครับถ้าชอบก็กดไลค์กดแชร์กด subscribe ให้ผมได้กับผมในเดือนชาเรื่อยๆโอเคเดี๋ยวต้องไปเดี๋ยวเจอกันใหม่ในพาร์ทหน้าผมสวัสดีครับ